And then after all of that, I was still expected to... Delete that. Don't keep that in.
I want to put that in. I'm gonna bleep that out so people have mystery. Hello! Welcome to spooky season! My name is Charles. I have a passion about many things, but on this channel, I share my passion about makeup. Now, nobody loves a long intro, so I will try to get right into it. Today, I figured that we would start a little costume series, and I am going to provide you guys with some simple looks that still look really great and that don't use a lot of product at all. I'm always seeing a lot of fantastic, attention to detail looks on TikTok and Instagram. I believe we are all capable of creating that, but sometimes a lot of us don't want to put in the effort or perhaps just don't share that skill set. So I figured I could show you guys some basics. Today, we're going to be jumping in the basics of a skeleton. You don't have to, but it would help out, especially if you're like going to work. I'm using this e.l.f. primer. This is matte putty primer. And as I put it on, I like to do my daily affirmations. So, number one, even when I don't feel like it, I know in my deepest soul that I am still a capable and intelligent person. Number two, changes don't happen overnight. I mean, look at fall. The leaves don't all just change to orange and brown and fall off all in one day. Not as far as I know. Change and progress takes steps and time. Number three, instead of pumpkins for jack-o'-lanterns this year, I decided to use the heads of my neighbors who told me I was being too loud at 8 p.m. Tutorial coming soon. So skeletons can go so many different ways, and I'm gonna give you multiple looks and different levels of difficulty, just from simple line work all the way up to detailed, complex shading. Now for this look, you don't have to do this, but I just kind of feel like it's the right step for me. I'm gonna put a little concealer on my lips just to kind of hide them a little bit. As you can see, that was way too much. A little bit goes a long way. Also, you know, to avoid dry skin like this, do a little lip scrub before. Yeah, a little lip scrub. Stay hydrated, folks. Just because you want to look like a skeleton doesn't mean that you have to be one. So once that kind of dries, what really helps out with skeletons is looking at pictures of actual skulls and just feeling in your own face. So I know that my cheekbone ends about right here, just kind of feel around, and I'm gonna use eyeliner. Now you can use body paint, you can use eyeshadow, but I find that a liquid liner helps out the most. So I'm going to start right here. We'll turn so you can see. Now actually, on this side, I'm gonna show you a better way. I wanna round out by my cheek and go down. But let's say you don't have a lot of time, you can still make this work. Now this might seem really difficult, but we are gonna work on the teeth. What I like to do is I like to start in the middle, and I'm gonna make U shapes, not just lines, because that looks like stitches. We're gonna make actual teeth. U shape number one. As you can see, I'm not going completely all the way on my lip. I am going to color that in black, and it kind of saves you from having to redo any lines or like while you're eating or drinking throughout the day. Now, as you can see, this is kind of off-centered, but it's okay. We're just going to roll with it. And don't worry about your teeth being like the same shape. I don't know anybody who has the same shaped teeth, okay? That would be weird. I love doing a skeleton makeup because it just, as long as you're human, you have a skeleton, and it just kind of is the common denominator. It gets rid of bias. We're all the same. We all have a skeleton underneath. Okay, so now I'm gonna draw in the mandible, and I just followed my natural chin shape. And now I'm gonna color in the lip line. Okay, so up here on the top, I forgot to add the little tops of the teeth. Now these are gonna kind of go in V's like this, because that's how real teeth look in a skull. Alright, so now that we've got our basic teeth shaped out, God, I hate this line. You know what? I'm gonna go fix it. I can't stand it anymore. Okay, so it's still not even. Whatever. It's okay. I just kind of thickened these edges to try to match it the best that I could without really thinking too much about it. Okay, so next is the nose. This is important. You're going to want to do an upside down heart shape. So start here at the top. I went down the edge of my nostril. You're gonna go create a point right here. Now instead of me using liner to color this all in, I'm gonna go back in with powder, especially because this is like a more oily part of my face, and I really don't wanna use all of this liner to color that in. Now with the eyes, if you want to be a prettier skeleton, you can go ahead and do your eye makeup, make it however you want. But if you just wanna have basic skeletal shapes, you're just gonna want to, okay, feel your face, okay? Do you feel your face? You're gonna feel a circle that surrounds your whole eyeball. It's called your orbital bone. So just go ahead and with powder or with liner, with lipstick, whatever you want to do it with, you're gonna wanna trace that whole circle. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you with liner where that general shape might be. So I'm gonna go in with black powder and I'm gonna fill in the nose and the eye holes. Also, if you copy this exact makeup and you don't win your costume contest, I'm so sorry. You should have, and it's rigged. Now, you could stop here, and this would be a great look. It says skeleton. I will encourage you to fill in this part and this part right here. Now you can fill this whole side in with powder, you can fill this whole thing in with black lipstick, body paint, like I said. You can go so many different ways. Wonderful makeup tip. If you are wearing makeup and you don't notice already, if your face itches, just like mine does right now, tap, tap, and move on. You don't have to scratch it. Now, this could be done. You could be 100% just done, still rock it out on your little skeleton look. Definitely go as dark as you want to with these. I didn't really go super, super dark, but you could also turn up the drama. How might one turn up the drama? Well, you add highlight and you add shadows. So to add extreme highlights, I'm gonna use this white ColourPop liner, but you could use shadow, you could use any white makeup. What is your favorite part of Halloween and spooky season? What's your favorite costume that you've ever done? I'm gonna go in with some white powder and I'm going to hit the edge of this cheekbone. And the edges of this mandible. A little bit around this nose. I forgot an important step with that black powder. Go ahead and hit your temples. Right there. So let's take that shading even farther. Let's add a little shading around the hairline. A little shading around the chin. Now I have this pretty luminescent white shadow. I'm gonna sort of use that as blush. Follow me here. Now I'm gonna take that black and not over the white line, but I'm going to slightly add the smallest little faint black line above it. Same thing down here. I'm gonna go back in with that white liner, add a sharp highlight to the mandible, go back in and fix that line. Go in with that luminescent white, hit the chin. Let's say you really want to go all out for this. You want to add some teeth shading. Get into it, into a small brush. Just a little bit of black or a little bit of gray. And leaving a space in between where the teeth would be, you just make little tiny soft lines. Also, helpful makeup tip, drink out of straws all day if you can. Bring your metal straw with you, and also bring your liner with you so that you can touch up anything on your mouth. And without doing a whole white base, this is how I would do a very simple skeleton. Well, thank you so much for sticking around for the very first look in my spooky series looks season. This is how we say goodbye on my channel, but before that, don't forget there is a big red subscribe button somewhere on this screen of yours, and I would be very happy and very grateful if you clicked it. But yes, to the goodbyes, I'm gonna blow you a kiss and you are going to catch it and blow it right back. Here we go. Get my bone kiss. That's how bones would sound. Now blow it back. Oh yeah. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That warms me to the bone. See you on the next one. Bye. Ooh.